Grand rising, beautiful people, and happy Friday. That sounds so cheesy, but I'm just gonna jump right into what I wanted to say today. I have realized that I no longer want to do this right now. So, as much as I appreciate all of you, um, you won't be seeing my face for a very long time. I've had fun while it lasted. I've been doing this for 2 years, and I'm not saying that I'm never coming back, but for right now, your girl is, yeah, got bigger and better things to do. I've noticed that coming on here, basically every social media platform is super, super negative. It doesn't matter what I'm talking about or who, whatever, people always got something negative to say. Like, I'm gonna just give a quick example. This morning, whenever I woke up, in the Heal Thyself video where I'm putting on mascara, somebody was like, "Oh, you're wearing makeup? It's natural." And not only that, like, it's none of your effing business. You guys are so caught up in judging other people's lives that you wonder why your life is shitty. That's why you guys gotta try to make other people's life shitty. Yeah, this is gonna sound hella, yeah, I don't have to go on to YouTube to get information. I don't have to go on to YouTube to learn. I learn through meditation and through my higher self and through my spirit guides. I was doing this to help others because on the journey it is to serve others, not serve self. So if people are always going to be negative, it's like, what's the point? And so I thought about turning off the comments and whatever, but I know comments help with the algorithm and all this. And I was like, wait, what if I just stop? Like, I no longer have to deal with this stuff if I don't engage with it, because every single day, like, that's just one thing. It's like, but it just be irritating because, I like to make stuff from scratch. So that includes whether it is food, clothes, makeup, candles, anything. So for y'all to come at me as if you guys know me is so disrespectful. And quite honestly, I'm tired of being disrespected by people I don't even know. It's rude. I don't just come at y'all saying stuff and picking at you every time you get a chance just because you feel low. It's like y'all get mad and then you want to come for someone to have an interaction. And maybe that's how you guys were raised, that the only way you can get attention is by being an a-hole. But that's not what we do here. I'm an adult, baby. I am not a child. And I will not be treated like one, and I will not be disrespected by any of you guys. So again, it was fun while it lasted, but I just, I feel like I've outgrown social media. Like, have you ever to me, this is always the weirdest thing. When you see grown men on TikTok, to me that's weird. Unless they're like talking, but when there's just some things where it's like, it just seems so weird. Like, that's all everyone has time to do, and everybody wants to be internet famous, and I just don't. What I want to be is something way different. Like, your guys' plans and my plans just seem so different nowadays. I have these huge plans, and most people are just like, oh, I want to be a millionaire. I'm trying to create the Garden of Eden here, okay? So there's no more world hunger. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, all this little petty stuff here, oh, magic so I can get my specific person back. Who cares about your freaking soulmate? Because you're your soulmate. At the end of the day, who came here with you when you was born? I mean, if you was lucky enough to have like a real like twin or whatever, but still, that little voice box in your head and your flesh body, it's just you. And then when you die, guess what? It's just you. Just you. And I used to be like real afraid of death. Now I'm like, as long as I'm doing whatever makes me happy and trying to build a better future for not only myself and my children, but for everyone else, I don't really care what else is even going on in the world. I have a lot of people message me and they're like, oh, did you see this new incident? I don't care. Oh, did you see what this celebrity did? I don't care. Everybody comes at me with all this stuff that I just don't care about. Now, of course, my email, my personal email and stuff is still up there. So if you guys ever like really wanted to ask me some questions, if people are, you could always email me. But other than that, and I am getting a new email, so it may take a long time for me to like go into that email, but the option is available. But I'm getting rid of like all of it, so no Snapchat, no, I just liked, some of the filters like everybody else. And no Instagram. I started that like a while back, and that seems like a huge regret now because, here's another thing. I guess I'm not black, and I don't even know how to identify now because that's how I grew up. I mean, my family would say otherwise. My dad would probably be like, what? My grandma's, what? But again, I'm tired of arguing with people because my skin is light. I'm not black. Whatever. I am mixed. I'm not even gonna say biracial because I got more than just two. But it doesn't matter. I still have my indigenous roots, and I know more about a lot of culture. So the funny thing is, a lot of people that are just whatever you want to call it, like I don't know what people. I don't even like to use. I don't like to say I'm black because that's not even correct. I don't like to say I'm African American because that just seems incorrect too. It's like I have come to find out I don't like these words that people are using these days. I talk about that a lot. The way words are used is just so ignorant, especially in the English language. But I am multicultural. So I know about anything from your Indians, to your Native Americans, to your African Americans, to your Egyptians, to your Hispanics, and everything. I don't just focus on one type of spirituality because they all have truth in it. So a lot of people are not going to agree with everybody, but I'm not here to make y'all like me. Period. I'm here to love me, and that's the most important thing. I've noticed a lot of y'all don't love yourselves, and that's why you guys like to come for people with the light. But then if there's no light here to help you, guess you done pushed them all away because you guys have this just negative mindset that you think that there's a race war, and it's not. The sooner you guys realize that, the better. And I'm going to throw this out there because he just made a video and he says the same thing I always say. And he's a darker shade than me. So maybe some of you guys will listen. Jimmy111, and I think it's JIMI111. He made a short that talks about skin color and how these are avatar bodies. This is not real. This isn't real. Yeah, it's cool to know your history and where we came from, which is a black womb man, okay, from the beginning of time. But she got bored and couldn't even see herself. It was like if you literally go like this and all you could do is hear. God wanted to interact with self. So then we were all created, and all of us are different expressions of God. Whether you're white or black or brown or purple or yellow. Wait till y'all see our ancestors. You guys are like, that's why they won't even come. The reason why we haven't met the aliens yet is because you guys would try to kill someone that is more intelligent and someone that looks different from you. That's why they're not here. They come in peace, and we are not peaceful right now. This is like one of the worst times in American history because that Pluto return, Kali Ma, okay? She's coming to collect skulls. Yep, that's one of my ancestors too. I know all too well. I have a skull tatted on me for a reason. I collect skulls for a reason. And that sounds super crazy, but it is what it is. Look into it. I am the mother. I always have been. Always have been. And I'm just here to love. But when people want to get, rude and disrespectful and just spread negativity, I understand that this is a hard time, but that means it's time to go in. Not burst out whatever you feel just because you're angry. Control your emotions. That's energy in motion. And then the way that you guys talk to other people and think about other people manifest in your guys' life. So there's a lot of people out here that are so mad, so jealous, of other people. Then that stuff, that negativity starts to manifest into your life. When good things are happening to other people around you and not yourself, it's actually a sign that something good is about to happen to you. But a lot of people will be like, why did this person get a new car and this person's getting married and this person's having a baby and this person bought a house, and they're like, ooh, poor me, I'm a victim. God was about to bless you, but not with that attitude. And I've learned all these things that I'm talking about with myself. I've learned all this myself because I used to be that way. I used to be the person that's like, I am an internet thug. Like, no, please stop. Oh, I'm always right. Girl, no, you're not. So again, I ain't always right, but I'm going to do what's best for me in my life. Whenever I talk to y'all, it is just for you guys to take what resonates, leave the rest. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. It's that easy. Again, I do want to talk about that Pluto return real quick, since I won't be here. I will not be on the intranet for y'all to experience this, but I do want you to know, start grounding your root chakra now. Because for the next year and a half, things is going to get wild. Like a little roller coaster. I hope you got your seatbelts on, your safety belts, because it's going to be a wild ride. But it doesn't have to be bad. It's just that until you realize that we are all one, until you realize that we are all love, the universe is going to kick your ass. It's going to keep on kicking it too until you open up, or y'all know the other option. I like to say perish. Y'all gonna die. It's just that easy, but death is not real. So, but you get my gist. It is what it is. New things are gonna be coming up left and right. But through the month of February, while all the energy is getting pretty high intense, this is the time for you to focus on what you actually want in life. And I've realized, like, YouTube is cool, whatever. I always wanted to, blow up on YouTube. But what I really want to do is something that my parents never did. Something that my parents never were. I just want to be there for my kids. I want to be a mom. That's what I've always wanted to be. And it doesn't mean just pushing out a baby and saying, oh, I'm a mom. No, because that's kind of what I did at 16. Ooh, I'm so sorry, baby son, that I had you whenever I was a baby. Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to be able to teach kids, and like really in the future I've thought about even opening up a magic school like Hogwarts, because magic is real. I'm very coming in tune with that. I don't like to talk about it on the YouTube because, again, all y'all do is do negative stuff, and I'm not here to teach magic for you guys to do fucking voodoo spells, excuse my language, on your guys' boyfriend or their new girlfriend. I'm not here for that. This is serious. Like, I'm learning stuff that I say alchemy, chemistry, and I learned it through my cooking. I've always liked to cook. Y'all know that. Y'all see my videos and stuff. And through cooking, I learned magic. And I enjoy that. I also enjoy things that it's just like out, like I don't want to do what everybody else is doing right now. I want to do something bigger and something better. So I feel like I just really need to focus on within so I can find out what that really is. But I know like the bigger picture. I want to end world hunger. I want to take care of the kids. I want to be a foster mom. I Yeah, those are the things that I like to do. Maybe one day I'll be do like the March on Washington, but way better, because this generation is literally the freaking coolest. And I have to say that, yo, my kids, I can see the light in them and how smart they are in the youth. The youth is really our future. Like, it's cool that the adults are all like waking up, but them kids, we need to teach them that it is okay for them to express themselves and be who they truly are outside of the matrix, because the kids, they got the cure. They got all the magic. They got all the love, but they haven't been taught how to express that. They haven't been able to express that in this evil world. And once we are able to provide safe places for children to do that, you know, and our young adults, getting a lot of them off drugs, you know, those are the things that I care about. It would, like, YouTube was cool during my awakening, because back then it was like, you know, I started it over 2 years ago. I didn't have nobody to talk to. It was like everywhere I turned, I was a psycho. So I went to YouTube in my phone because I felt like that was a safe place for me to express myself. But now that everyone is just getting so, I don't even know how to explain what's going on in the energy right now. I don't like it. And I don't want to be a part of it. And I won't. There's other ways around, and maybe I just need to work within my community, because I know where I live right now, the Midwest, they sleep. I hate to say it like that. I didn't call them bots. I just said sleep. They still, you know, they ain't quite aware of what is going on. Everyone's still stuck on drugs, alcohol, their sports teams, and going to their job. That's what it's like in the Midwest. Like, people don't do nothing but drink and go to work. Drink and go to work. Every single day, every single weekend, you can find the same people at the same place just over and over again. And good God. But yes, like, there's barely any like, the vegan culture is very slim, you know. So that's why that's whenever I started really cooking for myself in Atlanta. I was like, ooh, I could try this place, I could try this place, I could try this place. Well, there's not all those places to try out here. So I just started making my own things, and I really want to focus on that too. My food game has went from where it was like, you know, if we're going to go out of a 1 to 10 scale, it used to be at, like, you know, I would say a 5 or 6, because, and I'm talking about the vegan, vegetarian style cooking, because whenever I first started, I was like, okay, I guess we're going to have smoothies and salad. And I ate that for months, y'all. Like, and then I was like, oh, we can't do this. I need something that feels like me, you know. I need something that fills me up. And now I would say my food game is at about an 8 or a 9. I'm gonna never actually put it at 10. I'm gonna never say I'm perfect, because there's always room for growth. And by the way, there's always room for growth. We're not perfect. None of us. Nobody on this entire earth is perfect. Jesus wasn't even perfect. I wish y'all knew what I knew about Jesus. But once you realize you are a part of him, you're gonna see his life in your eyes and be like, oh, they lied. Yeah, everything's been a lie. And Jesus is not who they said he was. Jesus was not white. Jesus looked a lot like me, but he had the thicker, curlier hair. I would say he looked a lot like, I have a friend that he looked a lot alike. I called him Jesus because he looked so much like Jesus. It was just so funny. But anyways, yeah, I just figured I would do the due diligence of telling you guys that I didn't just disappear because I died or anything like that. I didn't just disappear like eBay Foster. I remember him. I think about him a lot, actually. I kind of miss him. He was so loving. But I just figured, I would tell you guys that I do love you. I do appreciate you, even the ones that come for me in the comments. Y'all annoying, but most of y'all is just little kids, and y'all don't even know any better, but that's okay. And if you guys are adults acting childish, y'all, it's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. And trust me, look, there's a difference between, I told somebody today, being childlike and childish. We're always supposed to feed that inner child. So if you are ever feeling like real bad, during your spiritual journey, and you can't find something that makes you feel good, sit and meditate on, what did I do as a child? And whether that's go play, eat a snack, listen to music, sing, dance, whatever you need to do, that's going to help you. Some people think that feeding your inner child is like bad, but it's not. And it's best to do it the healthy way, because I know that mine would always be like, ooh, let me get a snack, but I would eat way too many sweets and salty stuff, so I had to like kick back from that. Now I've gotten more into singing and dancing, and whenever I tell you guys, I can do the splits. I'm not even about to show you guys that right now. But I started doing yoga maybe a month ago. And, I was, this far, I've always been pretty flexible. But I was pretty ashamed that I couldn't even do a back bend or the splits anymore. So now I can do those things again. And it's so exciting where I just feel better. My back was hurting. I don't sleep on the most comfortable thing. Clearly, you're looking at it. And no, my back is not set up for no couch. I got a back that feels, I've done a lot of work. I've held a lot of weight on these shoulders throughout the years. And I had to figure out something that would help me, help myself. I couldn't even get out of bed. I can't even get up off this couch sometimes. I'd just be so stiff. So I started doing yoga. And whenever I tell you, I feel like a brand new person. Like, I just want to do like one like flex move, but I can't, right? I can't. Anyways, I'm going to leave you guys with, I'm going to just leave y'all with a smile. I love you guys. I wish y'all the best in life. Whenever you make a wish, start putting yourself into that mindset, So if you want to be a dancer, start dancing. Use YouTube. If you want to sing, start singing. Take some singing lessons. If you want to box or do MMA, start learning those moves, and then the universe will provide more opportunities for those types of things to happen. So they say like live as if. Live as if. That's one of the easiest way to manifest, is just to put yourself in that situation. And I know people are like, oh, well, I can't. Well, first of all, by you saying I can't, that's you already believing and putting it into your mind. So your mind, body, and soul in the universe is going to be like, oh, yep, everybody hold up. She said she can't do it. Stop. Don't do it yet. Hold your horses. She said no. Cut. That's what it's going to be like. But as soon as you start saying, I can do it, I'm good, I'm enough, I'm smart, I'm knowledge, I'm beautiful, I'm rich, the universe is like, come on. The floodgates open up with, just pure joy, excitement, love, everything. Magic. Yeah, come on. Bring it in. That's how the universe works. Everything is off of what you think. Whether you think you can or you can't, it's true. But it's all in your head. Everything is all in your head. And I learned that. I'm going to tell you what has helped me these last 2 weeks. These last 2 weeks have shaped my life into even something better. There's a girl named, I think it's Coax Marie, Coaxmarie. She has a couple songs that if I play in the morning, especially for women, and her voice is so beautiful, but she single-handedly just about saved my life. There's a song called I Am Enough, and I may not be perfect, but I'm divine. Sing those every day for a week, and you're gonna be feeling like you are the just complete goddess, like your whole inside done busted out and covered you from head to toe in gold, glitter. Just, I feel that I am on top of the world. I am high on life. I am high on myself. And that's some hard work. If y'all knew how much I didn't like myself in the beginning. Like, you guys have these assumptions of me now, but think about how much stuff you don't even know about me. And I'm pretty honest with you. But yeah, there's still things, that I deal with. The fact that, like, and the things that I'm talking about is, like, whenever my mom passed away and we got in a fight right before she passed, and I never got to, like, apologize. Those are some things that hurt in here for a very long time. But I know my mom still loves me. So I've had to learn to let those things go. There is so much stuff, and one day we'll go through that later on in the future. Maybe I'll write a book or something. But right now, I gotta get off the internet. The internet just seems so evil, and y'all know it's a portal, and I'm not trying to enter some of y'all negative universes. Like, no matter what I put into my algorithms, other random stuff will pop up that I just want to stay away from. And whenever you're getting ready to move to higher places, the devil won't come in. He won't come in just to see if you've learned any of your lessons, because I know this is day 5 of fasting, y'all. I ain't never done some stuff like this before. I've never went 5 days. I've done the 3, but one of my biggest demons was food. Food controlled me. I didn't control it. And I'm amazed, but it's day 5. I I told y'all I stopped smoking, and it feels like I stopped eating. I promise I'll be back. No, but yeah, I feel better than I ever have before with the whole fasting thing. Speaking of, I'm starting to get thirsty here. I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you stayed to the end, cool. If you didn't, cool. I love you guys. Again, it just seems like a real goodbye. It's so sad. I've thought about doing this for a very long time, and I'm like, nah. Now I'm like, oh, let me do it. Nah. But this time, it was fun, YouTube. I love you guys.